My favorite thing about driving the DB9 has got to be the sound. The low, throaty gurgle. There's nothing like the sound. It is a 2007 Aston Martin DB9. It does have the sports pack, which means that it's got the upgraded suspension, the different wheels. There's nothing like the sound of a big beastly. It's a 6-liter V12, 450 horsepower, which I guess at the time was okay. Nowadays is not too much, but it's plenty. It's lots of fun. Just thinking back to when I was a kid, it's kind of funny. My family owned a corner grocery store. And of course, you know, when you turn 16 here in British Columbia, you want to get your driver's license. For some reason or other, I wasn't in a super rush to get it, but my dad was. It was because he wanted me to do the deliveries for the grocery store at the time. I did fail twice, so I took it 3 times, and I do believe he was more disappointed than I was. So today's event was put on by a number of staff from 3 Point Motors, which is the local Mercedes dealership here. This was their 2nd year, and they just arranged a ride. So we met downtown at the university and did a drive up to Sydney. When we last checked just moments ago, they were up to $23,000 just for the day to donate to BC Children's Hospital. I love things like this because it puts people together, people who are passionate about the cars. It's almost like every decision in my life has been informed in some way or other based on cars. Like I wanted to deliver pizzas or do delivery work so that I could have a car. But what I didn't really realize at the time was it wasn't about the car, it was about the community, because having the car sort of introduced me into this car culture and this car community. It's funny, it's kind of like dogs. You know the person by their car, you don't necessarily remember their name, right? So what makes a hardcore car person? Sometimes people it's like the hardcore sports people. They know who scored what goal at what game in 1972 in the hockey game. Same thing with the car folk. You know, there are people that know their specs and the details and the trim levels and all of those things. So there's that. And then there's the others who just enjoy their cars, and they don't need to be fancy. Modest Japanese cars, modest European cars, all the way up to the fancy stuff. What does it do to them when they're in the car, when they're driving it? It's how the car makes the person feel. I do catch myself looking back at it when you walk away from it. I mean, it's a thing of beauty.